Hey everyone, it's Sophie, and I am not back with the Public Lands 101 video for you quite yet, but I am here because I wanted to talk to you all about something that's pretty pressing for New Mexico's public land users. As of right now, we don't have a national director for the Bureau of Land Management, or the BLM. This position is appointed by the president and has to be confirmed by the U.S. Senate. Hunters, anglers, and anyone who enjoys recreating on New Mexico's public lands should pay attention to this, because the BLM director is charged with managing millions of acres of land in our state. With no one at the helm, major policy decisions could be delayed or fall through the cracks. But there's even more at stake with this appointment. One of those things is habitat restoration. The BLM's Restore New Mexico program has improved the health and condition of 3.5 million acres of degraded grass and woodlands and compromised riparian areas over the last 16 years. The incoming BLM director has to recognize and build upon the benefits this program has brought to our state, while listening to all stakeholders throughout the process. 2. Quality habitat for big game species and sportsmen's access. BLM New Mexico has worked to improve access to public lands for all users, including sportsmen and women, while prioritizing the conservation of critical wildlife habitat for big game species such as the desert bighorn sheep. Quality habitat and accessibility should be two guiding principles for public land management under the new BLM director. 3. Though the list hardly stops here, New Mexico's two newest national monuments, Organ Mountain's Desert Peaks and Rio Grande del Norte, both of which are managed by the BLM. These monuments protect cultural sites and scientific resources while preserving access for traditional uses, such as grazing and pinon picking, as well as outdoor recreation. It's essential that the incoming BLM director respect and partner with local stakeholders who support these monuments and see the benefits they brought to our communities. Hopefully you've gotten a sense of how important this position is by watching our other videos, since we've talked a lot about the multiple uses of our public lands. By law, the BLM director has to ensure that all stakeholders are heard equally so that our resources are managed equally. Fair multiple use is a very delicate balance, and it means that the BLM director can't prioritize one industry or interest group over the rest. So let's talk about an industry to which many of you contribute. 65% of New Mexicans participate in outdoor recreation each year, and much of this happens on our public lands. Not only is this a big part of New Mexico's identity, but it brings jobs to our state. 99,000 direct jobs and $9.9 billion in consumer spending as of this year. To put that in some context, more than twice as many jobs in New Mexico rely on outdoor recreation than the energy and mining sectors combined. And nationally, outdoor recreation is the third largest economic driver. Unfortunately, what outdoor recreationists want for our public lands doesn't always match what other interests want, and compromise is complicated. But our state identity and our economy rely on effective management of our public lands. So as outdoor recreationists, our voices are key. We need a BLM director who will appreciate our contributions to the health of our public lands and understand our needs as public land users. The next BLM director must have a vision for public land management that ensures continued use and access for generations to come. They must protect and appreciate the special values and resources of our BLM lands, such as national monuments, wilderness, and other conservation lands. And finally, we need leaders who respect all uses of our public lands.